Bethintx. It is I Asked Miss Cris. I just watched the entire video for your craft area. I've got to say, at the end when you said you lived in an organized mess, I was like, okay, because I'm thinking, wow, that is a lot of stuff. But yeah, love your craft room. You have a ton of stuff. Would love to get my hands on some of that yarn, so I admit it. My craft area is not near as big as yours, and I don't have near as much as you do, but I do have certain areas, and I do get some areas messy as I'm working. So I thought I would take some time, stand up here. I was working on some mug cozies for the craft show tomorrow. I'm like, you know what better time to show you than when it's actually in use? Because I clean it up when I'm done with like a sprint of crocheting, and then I start over the next time. So let's go ahead and get going. Alright, so to start out, dining room table. I pull my laptop out, and I usually sit it and I listen on my headphones to various videos while I craft. As you see, I'm working on a mug, and the mug that's not got coffee in it, that's going to be a mug cozy for that. There's a little bag of buttons there. I have another mug that I'm going to make one for an extra ball. I was going to make it in blue, but the yarn didn't work out. This is like my tool chest right here. Now you see I got like my cable needles. I got a ton of different crochet needles. Cell phone, important for when I get my texts. Tapestry needles. I always have a pair of scissors in here. My bag of buttons. So that is just a little mini workstation. When I go to seriously craft, if I'm doing my patterns, because I keep all my electronic patterns are bookmarked. I don't print anything. In fact, I don't even own a printer in the house. I save stuff electronically. I have an external drive. It's like 200 and some odd gig. I don't know. I have a big external hard drive that I put stuff on. I don't print at all. In fact, I have a problem going from patterns anyway. It's not that I can't read them. I usually just end up modifying them to my own preference. When I do craft, normally, I sit on the edge of the couch, which, as I've explained before, has a sheet. And then we have the Cardinals and the White Sox, because I'm a Sox fan and the man is a Cardinals fan. But I sit, the kids were over here, so I sit in this little corner where I have several project bags. That is sock and headbands basket. This is dishcloths basket. This is just project bag with project. Right now it has knitted socks in it. And this project bag has, the Special Olympic scarves. I got yarn in there for that. And then, this project bag, I don't even know what's in that. But if the bag is out here, it's active. So these are active bags. Now the box is a little, when we first moved here, I thought, okay, I'm going to contain my stash and my project bags. That was what I thought. So, yeah, that didn't work. I bought those. It's a hard plastic. It looks like basket, but I got it at Walmart for like $4. Thought, well, I'll just keep my active projects in there because it matches the furniture. And then when company comes over, all I have to do is strip off the cardinals and the sheets and just, make the furniture normal for people to sit on. Not how we sit on it. But I have my table runner that I have only gotten that many inches on it done. I have some cotton in here, it looks like. I have some miscellaneous patterns. My notebook for writing patterns. There's how I write patterns if you're curious. Row 1, row 2, scribble, 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 mark out, mark out, mark out. That's how I write patterns. I have some knitting needles in there. Oh, yeah, that means I've been looking for these. Darn it. A ruler. There's also a pair of scissors. Stuff, because I have yet to finish the remaining 2 chair covers. I keep some books out here. And I think what's most important out here that I keep is this ball of yarn in a little Tupperware container with a hook. The purpose of this is if somebody has a question on Crochetville or YouTube or whatever, I reach over and I have this ball of yarn that videotapes really nice because it's light colored, and I can try out whatever they're doing, whatever stitch problem they're having, and then I can videotape it while I go. Those are squeaky toys that we put on the couch when we leave because the dog hates them. Dog doesn't like squeaky toys, so we put it so he doesn't get on the couch. Not that you care. I have my sock book because I am knitting a pair of socks. And I think that that's the Crochet Encyclopedia. Is that what's under there? The Complete Photo Guide to Crochet. This is a little more cluttered than usual, but yeah, I'll do that later. So the craft room itself, where I store my yarn, is the guest room. Although we just got the guest bed a little bit ago. And the room itself is kind of a mess. And I know the camera got really close to my face. Sorry about that. See, there's no sheet on the bed. Got a little stuff for moving, Christmas presents stuff, Halloween stuff that needs to go into storage. But this is my big basket. I didn't have a craft area at my last house, so I put a lot of stuff in this basket, and then the dog decided to eat some of it. I keep some looms, pounders, more special yarn, things like that that I want to work on. Right now some of my looms are in use with squirt. Now this is not normally, the balls of yarn are usually not thrown on here, but I'm on the hookathon with the craft show that I'm doing tomorrow. So I took some stuff off the table and I just threw it on the bed. Tomorrow after the show I'll come in and I'll clean this up. This is my scrap gan. I have been working on this blanket for about a year. I just feed my scraps into it. I'm going to put it on this bed once it's done. It's about halfway there. And when I get the urge to work on it, I just grab a ball of worsted weight yarn and tack it on and keep going. The trash bag is actually the project bag for that. But now it's too big to go into the trash bag, so I have to rethink that. This is a box that I keep pounders in of various yarn. I also have a little bag here. It used to be a project bag, but turned into a school bag, which turned into an extra paper, graphing things out like filet crochet bag. This unit I love. My wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man put this together for me so I could clutter it up. All of these baskets are full of yarn. These are balls, so anything less than one skein, I roll it into a ball and it goes into here. These are items that I only have one skein of color for, one full skein. This over here is my cotton and thread bin. This one, these two here are, this is 2 skeins of each color available, and this is more than 2 skeins. This basket here is baubles and bits used for any of my crafts. I got tulle in there, different lining materials, buttons, just a bunch of stuff in there. I really like this unit. Those baskets are probably about 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep, or long, about 1 foot tall, and 1 foot and a little more wide. So they actually hold a lot of yarn, which I like. Up here, things that I need to put away, some Christmas present stuff, beads for wire crochet and wire beading, some reference books here, different like knitting and crochet books, a cone. I'm going to upcycle from a cone of yarn to an angel. I've been looking for a good base to do thread angels so I could starch it, so I'm going to use this as the form for the dress. Wires and stuff for my tutorial videos, my tripod for my tutorials, a sock loom, something my daughter wants me to fix, some puff paint. I'm doing some experimentation with things like that. These are my knitting needles and, oh no, my Tunisian crochets are in here. This vase was actually bought for me by one of my yarn group friends, and she bought it because I love elephants, and there is a beautiful little elephant on the front. we all went to a local craft fair, and there was a couple women there who made those. That's fabric on top of the vase, so that's pretty. There's my elephant. This is just a box with crochet hooks and these stitch markers. This is like pom-pom stuff, loom knitting stuff, various little things that I need. Like here's my little hand loom for making I-cord looking stuff. This is beading tools. You can see it's really empty. Apparently my daughter's been in here. Got some more cables for the videos, another video camera. That's my old one. This is actually my grandmother's recipe box. I'm going to turn that into an ebook and distribute it. In here are my circular knitting needles, gauges, apparently my glue gun, my DPNs. This is messy and I need to do something with it. Then I got like my big Tunisian hooks, so I can do that. As I said, I'm not a big print person, so this tub here has magazines and brochures, because I do try to only keep, if I get a magazine, if there's something in it that I want, I will keep it. Otherwise I will give the magazine to somebody else, because if I'm never going to make anything in there, I choose not to keep it. Everybody's going to be different, and I'm really interested to see in how other people craft, because, I don't know, it's just interesting, do you function better with a lot around you, or are you a minimalist? I'm more of a minimalist as far as it's concerned, but I am getting quite the stash. I've crocheted for over 30 years, but I never really thought I would do craft shows and stuff like that until this year. So my stash has increased, and it continually increases significantly by the week. So yeah, it's just my little corner, my little craft area. It's relatively organized. It can be messy. I tend to work better when it is organized. So that's kind of how I craft, but I like it. Although you still have a lot of yarn that I would like to get my hands into. Alright, with that, I'm going to go get this uploaded and finish that mug cozy for tomorrow. See you later.